So, yeah, we're looking at a bloodbath right now in the crypto market. But no panic, no panic. I mean, listen, I love when it dips on a payday. You know what I'm saying? Because we had to expect that this is going to happen. Look at this Bitcoin. Hold on, let me go to the coins. I'm on my watch list right now. So we see the market, besides the stable coin right here, USDC, everything is down. Some things in double digits. But of course, you know, when Bitcoin dips 6%, you're definitely going to see some other things dipping as well in the double digits. However, this is to be expected. Remember, right now it is April 2nd. We are about 20 days from the halving. 20 days from the time where the Bitcoin production will be cut in half. The output of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin being produced per day, will be cut in half. And we know that the demand is still growing. Like, we have these ETF issuers, they're buying more Bitcoin than actually is being created per day. So listen, we've hit the all-time high. We've eclipsed all-time highs 3 times already within the last month. You have to expect that there are some people who bought in at 10,000, bought in at 12,000, bought in at 16,000 for several hundred or several thousand Bitcoins that took profits at this point. And they'll probably re-enter later on. But what we do know is that we can expect a big run-up. I think typically after the halving, we see about a 3 to 6x. That's typically been the cycles. I think we're going to see a lot more this time, right? So let's look at some of these projects. Look at this here. Bitcoin down, and you know, Bitcoin being down to 65,000. Who's really complaining about that? Who really is going to call that Bitcoin is down? It's down 6%. It's just that we've been spoiled the last month or so. So, you know, that seems like a big deal, but it's really not. Like, if it just holds 60,000, 55,000 even, before the halving, oh yeah, we're about to really be on one. Ethereum down to 32, okay. Solana, BNB, Dogecoin. Now, here's something about Dogecoin, and you know, I spoke about Dogecoin and shit before. First of all, I made a mistake. Dogecoin's last all-time high was 90 billion market cap. Right now, it's at 25. Right. I expect that Dogecoin can eclipse last all-time high and possibly double that. You know. So this might not be a bad bag to get. ADA, I'm thinking ADA is going to do some solid things. They've been producing a lot of different things. They've been a lot of good development been going on. I do have some meme coins that I really expect to explode. They really showed they've showed the ability to continue to rise and hold. So I'm not mad at it. Shiba Inu, 15 billion. Last time I got to 40 billion. So from here, that would be about a 3x, right? That'd be about a 3x. That's not a lot, but I think it will actually go higher than that. But for a lot of people who didn't get the SHIB until they FOMO'd in late, you're hoping for a 3x just to break even. You know what I mean? Link got to 50 last all-time high, so I'm thinking it could do the same and more. Tron, I'm not really messing with. Matic at 8 billion, I think that's really nothing. You know, because I think that since it is a second layer solution for Ethereum's going to go. A lot of people, you know, link into or plug into Matic, you know, for Ethereum type of things. So right now we're looking at 88 cents. I mean, I'm still going to hold my prediction that it's going to be at a good $10 range. I'm still saying it's going to be about the $6 to $10 range. I think it's going to definitely has 10x potential, right? I'm just going to go over some of these. Litecoin. I think there's a Litecoin halving coming up. I'm not sure. But Litecoin is one of those legacy coins. Litecoin is one of those coins that can actually be used as a medium of exchange. You can actually use Litecoin like that. It's a solid enough project that it can be used like that, and I think it could definitely at least get to its last all-time high of about the 4 to 600 range. Near's been getting a lot of traction lately. Stacks, I'm still heavy on Stacks. Staking Stacks, I got some liquidity providing for a couple trading pairs on Alexis. Still thinking that Stacks can get to 100 billion. I know that might sound a little too optimistic, but Stacks is second layer Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin starts going like we know it's going to go, people are going to want DeFi solutions in Bitcoin. People are already building, or they're building the infrastructure for BRC20s, which would be like coins on the Bitcoin blockchain. The NFTs and ordinals are popping off on Stacks. Second layer solution for Bitcoin. If people love Bitcoin, they're gonna love Stacks. You have the City project on Stacks. That includes the New York coin, the Miami coin, etc., etc. So I still think Stacks can get to 100 billion. That would be a 20x. Filecoin, BTC, and Atom, or the Cosmos blockchain. I think that's going to be doing some crazy things. Last time it got to about $30 for the all-time high. You can stake it at 22%. They are building a lot of things. They built a lot of the Binance smart chain infrastructure, and also for the Trust wallet. So they really do some things. I mean, so I'm not really tripping about the fact that the market is down. It's probably a good day to buy. Probably a good week to buy. People are taking profits because we've hit 3 all-time highs. There are some people out there that a $65,000 plus Bitcoin puts them in tremendous profits for them to want to take out. Put the Bitcoin back in the market. It will be bought up. The price will run up. It's not a big deal. So, I don't know. Let's look at the watch list. We got a lot of meme coins, of course. They're going to suffer the most, right? But check this out. This is just for some context of why I'm saying, like, Bitcoin ain't going nowhere, y'all. Japan's largest pension fund to explore Bitcoin investments. Look, don't let anyone tell you that this is not where we're at right now. This is not where we're going. When we have whole countries, economically sound countries that can use the leverage because maybe their dollar is deflationary, that are looking at Bitcoin. Like, this is the manifestation of Bitcoin as the future, because they're looking to put this in their pension funds. This is people's retirement funds. That means the future. They're saying Bitcoin is something that in the future will be so valuable. Investing in that, you can actually retire from. Japan's government pension investment fund. Listen, this is the government's pension investment fund, the largest pension fund in Japan and globally, is looking to explore investments in alternative assets such as Bitcoin and gold. Now check this out. If you've seen the video I did on Proppy and BlackRock, then you know that BlackRock is already allocating funds for the purpose of tokenizing RWAs, real world assets, including gold, other commodities, probably tokenized stocks, whatever. Real world assets. Includes houses, it can include anything, right? So this is the trend that we're seeing. And, when they say that that's a $16 trillion potential market in real world assets, that includes everything from real estate to all that stuff, then what you're saying is you're going to give people an easy, accessible way to digitally access this, especially if it's on an open source blockchain, where you can actually do this without all the middlemen, no matter what country you're globally, no matter where you're at, able to access any type of real world asset or assets, currencies, etc., etc. That's very, very, very bullish. So according to a Bloomberg report, GPIF revealed in a press release today that it plans to examine the possibility of accommodating Bitcoin and other commodities, including farmland, real estate, forest, real estate, gold. The fund plans to research the prospective investment choices. Listen, they're most likely going to pick up Bitcoin for sure. But all these things are building out anyway, so even if they don't put it in their pension fund, I mean, it's still going to be accessible to people. But the fact that on an institutional level, you're seeing these countries willing to put their government pension funds in Bitcoin, that tells you that they believe that Bitcoin is the future. They understand that we're dealing with an asset that has a limited and max supply, and that supply, production, or output is getting cut down. It's not a coincidence that we're hearing this at this time. It's not a coincidence that we're hearing this, because the world knows what the Bitcoin halving is. These financial institutions, these investment gurus, they understand what is going on. They're not buying up the Bitcoin for no reason. You don't see an interest in Bitcoin from an institutional level, a national level, a corporate level, for no reason. They understand that this is how they're going to be gritting forward with the financial sector globally. Because blockchain does something that, hasn't really been done as efficiently as blockchain is able to do it. The ability to move assets globally, instantly, permissionlessly, and cheaply, without any intermediaries. So yeah, you could have the SWIFT system, and you know that the IMF and the SWIFT messaging system, they're looking for blockchain solutions and to globalize some central bank digital currencies and all that kind of stuff. So that just lets you know, obviously, everyone is on the same page about the potential of blockchain. Even if they don't all agree on Bitcoin, they definitely agree with the potential and the efficiency of blockchain. So that in itself is going to lead to Bitcoin, and that in itself is going to lead to other real world assets and other altcoins as well. Interestingly, the decision comes on the back of a recent Bitcoin market uptrend and the success of the spot Bitcoin ETF market in the United States. And of course, you have other markets that have ETFs as well. So everyone is tapping into this, is the point. So the emergence of traditional institutional investors in the Bitcoin market has sparked increased global interest. Ordinarily, the GPIF facilitates investments in various assets, including domestic and international stocks, bonds, and other financial instruments, to achieve optimal risk adjustment returns while adhering to its investment guidelines and risk management principles. Per the latest data, the GPIF recorded an impressive 20% increase in total assets under management last year. So they're on the uptrend, bringing the figure to 224 trillion yen as of December 2023. Approximately, that's about 1.5 trillion. That's about what Bitcoin is at right now, market cap wise. This figure makes it the largest pension fund globally. So this is actually the largest pension fund in the world, saying, hey, we might want to dabble in some of that Bitcoin. The interest in Bitcoin has been triggered by a flush of global demand for the asset class since last year. A chain analyst report shows that Japan received the second highest value in crypto transaction across Eastern Asia in 2023, topping 100 billion. Amid the growing interest in crypto assets, GPIF is currently seeking useful information about the nature of Bitcoin and the other assets under consideration, as well as the mechanics involved with their incorporation in pension funds abroad. They already know all that. Significantly, the Houston Firefighters Relief and Retirement Fund revealed in October 2021 that it had invested $25 million in Bitcoin in collaboration with the NYDIG a month before that. And I think I covered that on Quick Talk Podcast. Pension funds of Virginia disclosed plans to invest $50 million in various cryptocurrencies. So, whatever. Like, this is where we're at now. I keep on saying this is where we're going. No, this is where we're at. We're at a time. Listen, when I first started Quick Talk Podcast 2019, even like when I was out and about, I would ask people about Bitcoin just to see what they'd say. A lot of people didn't even know what Bitcoin was, never heard of it, let alone any other cryptocurrency. Over time, I noticed that it was easier to engage in conversation about cryptocurrency. Now, I'll be sitting down playing poker somewhere. I talk about cryptocurrencies. People, oh yeah, I like Cosmos. Or I like Tezos. Now I'm at work. I could talk to people about crypto all day. I'm at the grocery store. I'm seeing you can buy Bitcoin with the Coinstar in major grocery stores all over. This bull run is going to run up like we've never seen before. That's what I see from this. There's way too much interest. There's too much demand. We're going to see at least a double because the prices have to double because the output is getting cut in half. The demand is at least staying the same, but really the demand is actually growing. Like when you see inquiries like this, you best believe there are 10 more companies, maybe 20 more companies that aren't publicly telling you that this is what they want to do, either because they just don't want to publicly tell you, or if because they're not a public company. Like if they're a private company, they're not on the, you know what I'm saying, stock exchange. They're not a public company, you know what I mean? They don't have to say this. So if you see one country, the largest pension fund in the globe, if they're considering this, do you not think other national pension funds are looking to do the same? Of course they are. Is there enough Bitcoin for everybody? Of course there's not. Man, I didn't want to make this too long, but this is just some of that underreported stuff that you'll only get on Blockchain Crypto Gang, Crypto Talk. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Peace.